Season 2, and in this episode we are only going to be doing qualifying only, as I'm just really tired and I want to get everything done, and I think it's about time I went and socialised. So Q1 is here. I'm only going to do one lap at the end of every session, just to really, speed things up a little bit. Alright, let's go out. See what kind of a lap we can put in to start off with. Daniel Ricciardo, our teammate, is in P1 here, so we'll really have to put in a very decent lap to break through. I'm feeling confident, got some car upgrades, so hopefully this should be a decent lap. Don't know what the point of this DRS section down here is, but see where this lap puts us, and then we'll go around and do one final lap. Just see how many laps we can fit in, to be honest. You can tell I haven't done this track in a while. We need to make our way into at least P15 to get ourselves out of the danger zone here. Charles Leclerc there down in P17. I think we might get held up into the final corners here. Let's hope for the best that it is a very decent lap. Coming round onto the final corners, what can we do? P2. We cannot beat Daniel Ricciardo just yet, but at least we can just put in a good enough time to take a decent run there. Charles Leclerc needs to get out the way. He's screwing up my qualifying. Charles, what are you doing? Get out my way. He's already screwed up my lap. Moves out of the way once he's done my lap. Now Stroll needs to bloody move. I'll fight him into the corner. Oh, Stroll, what are you doing? You're messing up my quali here. That's ridiculous, mate. See if I can go around quick enough to get another one in. Probably not. I'll try my best. $10 to go. 8 seconds to go. Are we going to be able to just get over? Yeah, we are. Now, if we put in a decent lap, we might just be able to knock Daniel Ricciardo off the top spot. We do have a Haas, though, in front of us that just might impede. 0.6 of a second faster. Not much fuel left in this car. We push for 3 laps. Managed to get in 3 laps. Can we better on Daniel Ricciardo's time as we come across the line here? Yes, we can. So we push into first here with Daniel Ricciardo, Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Räikkönen in 4th, Nico Hülkenberg there in 5th, Sergio Perez 6th, Ocon 7th, Carlos Sainz 8th, Fernando Alonso 9th, Kevin Magnussen 11th, Lewis Hamilton surprisingly in 11th. He was on the super soft, Romain Grosjean 12th, Marcus Ericsson 15th, Brendan Hartley 13th, Brendan Hartley 14th, Pierre Gasly 15th, and the guys who didn't make Q2 were Stoffel Van Dorn, Sebastian Vettel didn't make Q2, Charles Leclerc, Sergei Sorokin, and Lance Stroll. Let's now move on to Q2. I'm going to put in a lap before we start. Here we go now. Oh crap. Right, here we go. Not the cleanest of tracks, not what I wanted, but we'll soon see what we can do with this qualifying. Then we'll head out just about the 2-minute mark maybe to put out a lap. Right, we're on. Here we go for the first lap of Q2 then. Looks like we got the Toro Rosso Pierre Gasly coming out of the pit lane here. DRS activated for turn 1 as we come down into turn 2 here. Interesting, I like this turn. I like this track, it's one of my favourites. So turn 2, turn 3, nice bit of a skid there. Might just mess up our lap, hopefully not though. As we come round, we do have our teammate in front of us, and that's really going to mess up our lap there. Just couldn't hold it up enough to keep ourselves straight. I don't think it's going to be a fast lap, unfortunately. Carlos Sainz set a 1:21 there. Not good looking here as we come round the corner. We've scuffed it again, and it's just slower, and Esteban Ocon beats Carlos Sainz's time. Lewis Hamilton goes for a 1:20. Now it's our turn round the corner. I don't think anyone is going to beat that Lewis Hamilton time, unfortunately. Danny Ricciardo goes faster, and we're going to push into 3rd. So now it's not looking all too bright for Q2. We go out when it's a bit clearer. Let's head out about now. Got a clear track ahead. Four minutes to go left in qualifying. Right now, so we're in the green here as we come round into turn 1. Very nice turn here. We've got to make up a lot of time coming into these next few corners, because we do have to push ourselves up the grid and make it into Q3 here. We've got to be in the top 10, of course. Hopefully we can better whoever's in first. We've gone purple through Sector 1 now, going into Sector 2 here. Around only 4 minutes left of Q2 to go. It's going to be an interesting one, as we are fast approaching the Williams up ahead. I'm sorry, a Williams in... Sorry, is that a Williams in Q2? That's interesting.
Okay, we're currently in the drop zone. We need you to move up into the top 10. We won't progress to the shootout.
Yeah, I'll get to the shootout. I'll well make it to the shootout. Don't know if it'll be fastest, but coming round now a second faster than a lap that Lewis Hamilton set. It's not good though, it's not good enough. It's only good enough to get us into P4, unfortunately. Not looking good. See where we qualify. Time for Q3 and the final qualifying session. This will define where we go into the race. I think it's going to be best to wait until the final few minutes to put in a lap. Head out now, put in a lap. Hopefully we get round and get to the pit lane when we got a pretty clear track. Got a Toro Rosso behind us, but that's no bother. Right, good. Clear track ahead. And just pure push now. DRS enabled. Round turn 2 coming down in round turn 1, sorry, coming down into turn 2 now. And then into turn 3, quite a fast turn as we go on to that high speed straight corner. And straight here, we purpled through Sector 1, which is good. Now we're going on into what I think is one of the hardest sections of the track. We've got the chicane coming up. Big chicane here. We've gone over it nice, through, clean, nice. Good job there. Got to get through this sector in 56 seconds. Can we make that? We might be able to make that. We have been able to make that. Good. As we come round now, we've got to be able to get a decent enough lap in to do a good qualifying session here. Are we going to finish on pole? Are we going to beat Lewis Hamilton's time? No one knows just yet, but as we finish, we go over the line. It's a 1:17.9. It is a 1:17.9, the fastest lap of qualifying. That has to be the best lap I've ever done on this track and probably in this season so far. We've beaten Hamilton and gained P1 here. Bit of an aggressive appreciation lap now. Sorry guys, I'm currently... I'm currently dealing with like a very sensitive situation right now, so... Right, oh, I couldn't be happier with that for a lap. I forgot to show you guys who was out at Q2, but you'll soon find out. Oh, what a lap that was. Couldn't be happier with that. All cars out on track. Just to see if they can try and gain on my lap, but... Here we go. Second attempt. We're going to try and beat our personal best, just for our own kind of... Oh, no, we've already messed it up. I guess this is kind of a appreciation lap then. Let's hope no one is able to beat us before we get to cross the line.
Just 30 seconds left in the session.
How much fuel we got? I think that's just enough to complete a lap, maybe. I love this section of the track, so high speed. So turny, so kind of technical, I love it. So as we come around the corner now, we're going to find out where we're going to be qualifying tomorrow. And as it goes, this has been one of the most challenging qualifying sessions yet that I've ever had in my career. But as we cross the line, it is going to be a pole position start for the Red Bull boys.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
And we're going to be starting on pole position for the race.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Gallagher, Hamilton and Daniel Ricciardo. The grid is
So
set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
So from the Hockenheim ring then, it's going to be me starting in P1. Lewis Hamilton will be joining me on the front row in P2 with my teammate Daniel Ricciardo down in P3. Followed by Nico Hülkenberg, who will be starting in P4. P5 will be Valtteri Bottas. P6 will be Kimi Räikkönen. P7 will be Sergio Perez. Carlos Sainz just makes it into P8. P9 will be the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, and Pierre Gasly in the Toro Rosso finishes in P10. Unfortunately then, Sebastian Vettel is a bit down on his luck and he didn't even get into Q2, so it's going to be an interesting one for tomorrow, for the race, and I hope to see you guys there.